who has led every lap from pole. Big spin across the track.
Speed turn. What happened? He just lost it there.
On board with our wonderful thermal shot. Look at this. It's like a video game.
Oh, big lock up there. Liquid rubber everywhere. Yeah.
Are absolutely together on this first lap.
This is the challenge.
As they stream around, was very, very full indeed. Dive through on the inside. He's going for it, and he's done it. He's done it. He hasn't. My goodness, he hasn't. Wow.
A great sporting rivalry, and look at this. Oh, wow.
There's a terrific scrap now.
This could all end up in a very large pile of fiberglass.
Tries again at exactly the same point. Really, better be careful because he's signalling his intentions now to the leader, who will be very careful to shut the door in advance.
Down hard, coming down hard over
spinning
here.
off of turn 4 right now. 3 cars. One of them's going to be in the gravel. MD2 of Jason Dixon takes over the top of the top. Peter Bird is going to try to slot in second. Papers side by side. Turn number 1. Great racing here. On the front straight they come. Nose to tail. Bird getting around, but he's going to be just about a half a car length shot.
Turn up the volume. Enjoy the start. There's the green flag. Here we go. Look at this. Oh!
He backs off.
Yikes. Yikes is right.
It goes right around the outside of
Nicely friendly pass.
Well, watch Peter Burke in that Formula Enterprise.
Field has come set. Turn up the volume and get ready for the start. Let's go!
Group 6, the grid is open.
Want me to wait? I won't make
Group 6, get to the grid so Curtis Easterling can give you a whooping. Let's run down the grid for Group 6.
We're going up.
On
Good
pole,
luck.
number 11.
Okay.
The guy who looks like a California surfer dude, but he's really not, Taylor Stein. Starting second in the silver number 1 FC. A man who has proven he can drive any kind of racing car. Into the gravel trap, Kevin Fandosi. Number 3. In a car that I love just because of the color, that beautiful purple Van Diemen in FE2, Peter Burke, number 95. Starting 4th, number 6, Curtis Easterling in the blue and orange Reynard. A car he lets me work on from time to time, and I dig it. Behind him in 5th place, number 4, Jim DePirac, driving the yellow CFC that he commandeered from his daughter, who used to drive here. Probably faster than him. Where's Melissa, Jim? We want Melissa back. Next, number 22, the ever hard-charging Andrew Mallory in the F6. I've seen that guy pass the FCs before. He is tough. Behind him in the white, number 21, Carl, the Mustache, Golek, who may pass Curtis Easterling and beat him this time, and if he does, everybody gets to point and laugh at Curtis. Starting 8th, number 61, ever tough, hard-charging John Noss. Behind them, number 31, number 87, number 67, Colin Satterley, David Satterley, and Ethan Satterley in those excellently prepared Formula Vs. And then number 97, William Schmidt in a Formula Ford. A Lola.
Long 3, all right?
Always loved Lola cars, especially their Can-Am racers. This is going to be an excellent group. This is going to be a fun race to finish the season, ladies and gentlemen.
There, right?
And before we roll out on the track for Group 6, I have a very special announcement. I want to welcome everyone here to the Lawrence Memorial Race Weekend. This will be the 60th year that Kent Lawrence has started this race in honor of his father. His mother started the race for the first 4 years and then turned the flag over to him at the age of 5. His mother returned to start the race about 15 years ago, and then Ken started doing it. He is joined today by his 2 brothers. Ed Lawrence was one of the 13 founding members of Waterford Hills. He was pitching rocks off of the racetrack into the dirt in order to make a path for us to race on today. Unfortunately, Ed passed away in Sebring, Florida during the night practice in 1959. But we are here to carry on his memory that he and his family built here at Waterford Hills. I hope you all appreciate that Kent Lawrence has been such a steadfast, stalwart, strong member of Waterford Hills. And I think we should all give him a hand. Give a round of applause right now for Kent Lawrence. Getting ready for the final race of the season, ladies and gentlemen. Marcia Dupirac. Marcia Dupirac. We love you. And the pace car is taking the field out onto the track for Group 6. Our last racing event of the 2024 season here at Waterford Hills. But you don't want to miss an open track day if you get a chance to come on out. Get to get out on there in a helmet and go fast. These are the fastest classes of cars that run here at this track. Track's a little cool. Temperatures are down, track temperatures down, tire temperatures will be a little down, so I don't expect we'll see a new track record here today. But you will see the fastest lap times of the weekend during this race.
Yeah, let's see what pace he keeps today.
Kidding. No kidding.
Pace lights off.
The lights are off on the pace car, signaling the pace car intends to pull into the pits. Vandozzi, Stein, Burke, Easterling, Dupirac, Mallory, Doss, Golek, Satterley, and Schmidt.
Pace on pit lane.
They are formed up. Pace cars in. 12 laps. Green flag, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Kevin Vandozzi already pushing for the outside. Taylor Stein holds him at the gap.
We're off in one here, so it'll be a yellow over here.
And John Noss has gone off in the first turn.
My rear tires. I don't get it.
Doesn't seem to be any major damage or smoke. Taylor Stein holds the lead. Down the back straightaway over Kevin Vandozzi. Already starting to open up a lead over Peter Burke. Kevin Vandozzi, a highly experienced driver, knows his car's limitations, and he's not letting Taylor Stein get away from him. Peter Burke's opened up a small lead on Curtis Easterling.
Got that.
The yellow flag is waving at turn 1 while John Noss's car is collected. Taylor Stein starting to open a little bit of a lead, 4 car lengths on Kevin Vandozzi. And they're starting to walk away from Peter Burke. He's got about a 3-second lead over Curtis Easterling, who's about 4 seconds ahead of Andrew Mallory. You can expect Jim Dupirac in the yellow number 4 and Carl Golek, white 21, to put up a big battle against each other for the remainder of this race.
Kind of in pit, so be careful when you're coming around.
Vandozzi's gaining on Stein. Yellow flag prevented him from making a pass. Doss is back on the track at turn 1. looks like Ethan Satterley has passed Continental Satterley. And now he's passed John Noss. No, he had to back off at the kink, but he pulls ahead for Big Ben. David Satterley is ahead of him. Now Colin Satterley is pulling out on him. End of the third lap, it's still Taylor, Stein, and Kevin Fandozzi. Berg, 4 seconds back. Curtis Easterling, 5 seconds behind them. Carl Golek has found his way past Jim DePere and is already opening up a lead. He's got his sights set on Andrew Mallory. Ethan Satterley leaves Colin Satterley and David Satterley into turn 1. And it looks like Colin Satterley is pushing Ethan into the kink. They're side by side. And Colin Satterley takes the place from Ethan Satterley at the bottom of the hill. They head up to Hilltop, nose to tail. Kevin Fandozzi seems to be falling back a little bit in Swamp Turn, but makes it all up under braking into turn 1. Peter Burke is still holding the gap. Curtis Easterling seems to be falling behind a little, but he's well out in front of the rest of the field. Carl Golek is definitely making up time on Andrew Mallory. Colin Satterley, Ethan Satterley, David Satterley, in that order. Kevin Fandozzi made a play for it in turn 1, but Taylor Stein wouldn't let him through under braking. Kevin's still right on his gearbox going into turn 3. And they're looking to lap William Schmidt in the red Formula Ford with the neon orange helmet. Carl Golek is inching up slowly after Mallory.
This is coming. You're good after
Jim
Curtis.
engine sounds a little rough.
The car coming around. There you go. You can go. Go ahead and go.
Schmidt has been lapped. Stein and Fandozzi, same gap. Halfway through this race. Curtis Easterling has moved into third. Peter Burke must have had some problem that I didn't see when I was watching another battle. He's well behind Curtis Easterling now. Trying to stay ahead of Andrew Mallory, who is slowly being reeled in by Carl Golek. Taylor Stein has just enough to stay ahead of Kevin Fandozzi. Fandozzi cannot close the gap enough to outbreak him, either at turn 1 or at turn 6. Long gap to Curtis Easterling in third, who looks like he's going to catch and lap William Schmidt in another couple of laps. And Andrew Mallory seems to have gained more of a lead on Carl Golek. Stein and Fandozzi closing on the rest of the field. John Doss is trying to make back some of the places he lost when he spun on the first turn of the first lap. Curtis Easterling laps William Schmidt on the back straightaway. Stein is behind and now passes one of the Formula V's, David Satterley. Now they're side by side with Ethan Satterley through turn 7. Fandozzi is right on the gearbox of Taylor Stein going into Swamp. He's trying to draft him, gain a few tenths down the front straightaway. He tries a look on the inside, no pass. But he's definitely closed on Taylor Stein. As they come up to lap Jim DePirac, you may see Fandozzi trying to make another pass. Curtis Easterling 20 seconds adrift in third place. Another 10 seconds back to Peter Burke, who laps Schmidt. No! Burke and Schmidt tangled in the first turn. They're crooked. They're off the track in the grass. No one's in the gravel. Yellow flags are out. Burke attempted a pass on the inside line. It looked like they may have touched tires, but no one went airborne. Both cars are back on the track. DePirac has been lapped by the leaders. Stein and Fandozzi have now lapped Peter Burke, who started third. Kevin Fandozzi looking around the inside through Swamp, but no, he can't make up that last quarter of a second. Last lap, ladies and gentlemen, last lap of the season. Can Taylor Stein hold off Kevin Fandozzi for the win?
To go, by the way.
Can Jim DePirac catch Peter Burke? William Schmidt pulling into the paddock.
Yes, can you do me a favor? I'm looking for 9-5 blue and 9 something red that I think might have come in. They had time.
Go talk to the steward. They're gonna want you.
Fandosi coming out of the S's right on Taylor Steins, but he's inside going in the swamp. Fandosi made the move on the very last corner, the very last lap. Taylor Steins pulling up even. Fandosi lost speed and almost won the race in the last corner. Oh, Kevin. Bergen to Pirac crossed the line a lap down.